Gilles Lipovetsky is a French philosopher and sociologist. In his main works, he analyzes what has been considered postmodern society, with recurring themes such as apathetic narcissism, consumerism, psychologistic hyperindividualism, the desertion of traditional values, hypermodernity, mass culture and its indifference, the abolition of the tragic, instant hedonism, the loss of historical consciousness and the discredit of the future, fashion and the ephemeral, the mass media, the cult of leisure, culture as merchandise, environmentalism as a disguise and social pose, among others. Lipovetsky was born in Millau in 1944. His father was a Russian Jewish emigrant and his mother was a French Catholic from Nice. He was a student at the Lycée Michelet during the 1960s. He participated in the 1968 youth protests in Paris. He studied philosophy at the University of Grenoble, where he joined Cornelius Castoriadis's Socialist Barbary group, until another professor, Claude Lefort, introduced him to Alexis de Tocqueville. He is an associate professor of philosophy and a member of the Council for the Analysis of Society and a consultant for the Association Prigues du Management. He teaches at the University of Grenoble. With the success of his first book, L'Ère du Vide, The Era of the Void, published in 1983, he became internationally known and became one of the most important French intellectuals of the late 20th century. The Empire of the Ephemeral, Fashion and its Destiny in Modern Societies. Man is in a constant search for freedom and autonomy. We find ourselves in a democratic society in which privatization has acquired a preponderant role, pragmatism takes center stage. This leads to the denial of individual freedom and the power of the majority. Yet we have more freedom than during the times when rigid beliefs dominated. Fashion is lighter in content and the more vulnerable to any change, but at the same time open to any possibility. Fashion is linked to a process where those who support different ideologies differentiate themselves. It is not a massive diversification, but it is achieved by groups. The furor for liberalism and free enterprise is not a homogeneous discourse, it is accompanied by ideologies that include from neoliberalists to neoconservatives. They are different currents that make different uses of the same thought. Fashion is like a closet where from different garments you create your own universe. There is progress in freedom of thought, people are more capable of choosing for themselves. Although fashion has to do with influencing others, it is not something so rigid, and allows questioning between individuals. Fashion is the necessary limit for independence to exist.